Both Sister Mont Blanc and Sister Mont Noir said that they'd like to keep going with them to help stop the war once and for all, though Kuzuhamon asked what about Elecmon. It would be hard to look after all of these babies and Digitama at Primary Village. The Red Elecmon said not to worry. He's actually enjoying the work, as before he didn't really have anything to do in this world besides wander around. Nicole nodded and asked if Elecmon could handle that. The Red Digimon said that he could handle it for as long as they needed and not to worry because he would look after things there. Nodding, our main Digidestin said that they could at least help a bit before they headed off and began to help with whatever they needed. With all of them there to help, the day's work was done fairly easy, and they'd gone off back to Trailmon C89, where the train asked if they would like to get going now, and Nicole says yes, thanking them for their help, as they walked onto the train car together with the others, and they took their seats heading off. Thanks to C89 being able to alter the rails, they'd gotten to Crystal Town faster because they didn't have to make other stops anymore, and Nicole stretched, getting out together with the others, and thanked them for the ride and suggested they rest for a while. They would be needing to leave sometime later today or early tomorrow. If they could nod, they would have, and C89 vanished in thin air to rest in the multi-tool. Our main Digidestin told the group to hold up as they were gonna head to the house. He needed to get a shower and a change of clothes. Kuzuhamon says that they all could use a soak to get clean, and the two lead the rest of the group off to the house and let the others go first since he wanted to get his stuff together before getting in the shower. The others were saying that Dino Tigermon should go first, being all alone in the village, he could use it. The Digimon in rust-colored armor chose to ignore that statement, but went first while Nicole and Kuzuhamon continued their packing. After Dino Tigermon was done and dried up, his fur was all soft and fluffy. Though seeing the Sistermon girls and Kulamon's reaction, he told them not a word, annoyed by the looks they had, and put his armor back on with his fur returning to normal. Next was Sister Mont Noir, followed by Sister Mont Blanc. They helped Kulamon get cleaned up afterwards. Being a baby Digimon, he needed the help to get clean without making a mess of things, which was good that they did as he kept playing with the soap bubbles. After Kulamon was clean, the only two left were Nicole and Kuzuhamon. They heard the water running in the shower, but hadn't seen if it was Nicole or Kuzuhamon that had gone in next. There was a faint sound other than running water coming from the bathroom, however they weren't really able to make out just what it was. And after a bit longer than the others took to get clean, Nicole walked downstairs in a new outfit that they hadn't seen him in yet. Kuzuhamon had come downstairs next, drying her hair with a towel as she did so, and Dino Tigermon raised an eyebrow in response to seeing them doing this. Nicole chose to ignore this and asked if everyone was finally clean, because if so, he'd contacted Panjamon and let him know they were finally back to Crystal Town so they could prepare to get to the Heaven Zone. The others nod, saying that they were ready to get going now, they just have to say when. Nicole then contacted Panjamon and explained that they had made it back to Crystal Town, and the Ice Lion told them that they need to meet up at the town square to start heading on off to get to the next town, and it'd take about a day's walk to get to the next town over. They said they'd be there soon and ended the transmission. The group then headed out to meet up with Panjamon, who explained how to get to the Heaven Zone, gesturing to where they had to go next, and it seemed familiar to Nicole. Wasn't that the way to Dusty Poco? They'd asked about that, and the Lion Man said that was correct. They'd have to pass it to get to the terminal. Nicole said he needed to stop off at Dusty Poco for a bit and see someone. They nodded but said it would take a day's walk still, though Nicole just laughed as they used the function call to get C89's rails laid to get to the village faster. Then asked how long it would take to get to Dusty Poco now, to which C89 C89 said that they could make it there in about 2 hours time, asking if that's where they wanted to go next. Nicole nodded and thanked C89, saying that they've already been a big help to the cause by getting them places faster than if they had to walk everywhere. The train said that they were welcome, and it felt good knowing that they were helping to save everyone by giving them a lift off to the next locations they needed to get to quickly. Once they were all in the train car, the group started introducing themselves to the new addition to the team, who then told them his name as well. They then began playing catch-up as Trailmon went on through the Cuckoo Forest and off to Dusty Poco. Some of the Digimon there waved at them, and Nicole did wave back, knowing some of them, having remembered his first time in the forest as well. Soon, they got to Dusty Poco Village and stopped, seeing the Digimon there, slightly on edge. Nicole said to let him go first since he'd been here before, and they should remember him. The others nodded and let him go as he walked out of the train car, and a large blue bear tried to attack him, though he'd quickly digivolved into Holy Draudamon and blocked the attack with his sword, telling them to relax. He's a friend here for a quick visit.